Back in 1987, deep inside the Chicago Police Department archives, there was a records keeper named Walter Hawkins, and everyone in the building trusted him. Walter wasn't a cop, but he was a legend around the precinct. He ran the evidence and case file room in the basement, the place where every solved crime and every unsolved mystery in the city eventually ended up. Whenever detectives came looking for an old report, Walter would grin, adjust his suspenders, and say the same line every time. "If it happened in Chicago, I've got the file." He even appeared in a strange local police recruitment commercial in the late 80s, smiling at the camera while handing stacks of folders to young officers. The guy loved paperwork more than anyone the department had ever seen. But after a while, detectives started noticing something strange. Certain case files, especially old murder investigations, kept disappearing. At first, they thought it was just bad filing. Maybe a folder got misplaced. But soon entire investigations were gone. No reports, no photos, no witness statements. Like the crimes had never happened at all. In 1989, a city records inspector named Daniel Brooks decided to quietly check the archives himself. He didn't announce his visit. He just walked in like any other clerk reviewing paperwork. Walter greeted him with the same cheerful smile and joked about the department's ridiculous $69 archive access fee before handing him a stack of old case folders. Brooks spent hours going through them. Most looked normal, until he opened one file that suddenly stopped halfway through. The final reports were missing. That night, Brooks couldn't stop thinking about it. So around 3 in the morning, he drove back to the station. The building was supposed to be empty, but when he walked down into the basement hallway, the archive room light was still on. Brooks stepped outside to check the back alley, and that's when he heard the sound of paper tearing near the dumpsters. Walter Hawkins was standing behind the building, next to a man Brooks had never seen before. Between them were several thick police folders. Walter calmly ripped pages out of the case files, stuffing them into a large black trash bag. Page after page, like he was erasing the crimes from history. Brooks stayed perfectly still in the shadows. But in the silence, his stomach suddenly gurgled loud enough to echo down the alley. The man beside Walter stopped moving, then slowly turned his head and looked directly toward where Brooks was hiding. The next morning, several more case files in the Chicago archives were reported missing. And no one ever figured out what happened to the pages Walter threw into that bag.